Hey everyone, this is Luminous here. I have to first apologize for not having a Dota commentary up for quite a long time. But like you guys, I'm also enjoying my winter vacation and spending a lot of time with my family and friends. So that's why not as much Dota commentaries. But should get back on my one a week track pretty soon with school starting, ironically. But I've been getting a lot of requests on the 6.65 kind of a competitive analysis like I did before. So here's my 6.65 competitive analysis. But keep in mind that this is just what I saw and what Nebula saw. Like we both talked over it for a kind of bit. So it might not be correct, or maybe the pro players feel quite a different way towards it and might play it differently. But here's what I saw, and I actually put quite some thought in it. So hopefully it will come across as a very somewhat intelligent analysis of the new metagame. So I think the biggest changes that has been in this version is that IceFrog has looked at what happened in the last SMM, and a lot of the inputs that the players been giving is that Dota is turning into very much of a farm fest, and you could really see that from the last 8-part long game that I did with Nebula. Is that farming is I guess the safest way and easiest way to win a game. When played best, it's a very safe strategy, and it wins games. So a lot of Asian teams, a lot of successful Asian teams have been switching to farming strategies and winning from that. I guess IceFrog doesn't like the way that the game is going when farming is taking a chance. So he's really shifting the metagame by nerfing farming by quite a lot and favoring more of a pushing and ganking lineups. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a lot of reasons why I think this is the new metagame and why I think you will see more of that. So the biggest thing that changed is the TP scroll change. So used to be that when you click on a tower with the TP scroll, you're sent there, 3 seconds in. But now you TP a scroll and you will still get there in 3 seconds, but if your teammates are also TPing in, they're delayed by 5 seconds or 6 seconds, depending how many people are TPing in. And now the TP scrolls, they take forever. I mean, like, I swear, they were pushing up the middle tower, the middle first tower, so all 5 of us TP in. I was the last one to click there. So, I mean, I clicked on the middle tower, I had time to go to the kitchen, make a sandwich, come back, eat my sandwich, and I wasn't even there yet. So I mean, it takes that long to get there, and basically this TP scroll, it really changes up a lot of things in competitive games. If you notice that most pro players always have a TP scroll because it's such a good items for counter ganking and counter pushing, and I think IceFrog is really poking his nerf sticks at those areas. So the first one, changing this TP scroll makes ganking a lot easier. In 6.64 era, where if your carries gank 3 players TP in and do a counter gank, and your carries get to live and farm another day. Now if your carries gank, he's kind of fucked, unless he has a leap or something, get the hell out. At most 1 or 2 is gonna TP in, and if you have enough people, you could even kill the carry and the person TPing in. So it really makes ganking a lot easier. Also, if you look at the changelog, I'm gonna put the link to a changelog on the side. A lot of the ganking heroes are receiving kind of a small buff. You saw that Night Stalker getting a void buff. Ursa, I think he's a very gank heavy hero, has received a huge buff, and I think you will really see him being played a lot more now. Ursa could BKB quite effectively, and that doesn't go with his attacks. Increase attack speed skill, and then he could actually cast his increased attack speed while walking. So it will make his ganking, his burst damage a lot more effective. Bounty Hunter getting a free maim, a huge increase in terms of Bounty Hunter picks. Bounty Hunter is one of those heroes that you rarely see in competitive games. You saw him in more of a 6.5 era where he was more of a direct counter to Rikimaru, but I think now with his maim, he's actually not a bad ganking hero in that. So I think he might be picked a bit. Witch Doctor, since his dual stun now do 50 damage. If you get 2 heroes in it, you could stun for a total of freaking 400 damage. That's a lot of damage for 1 stun. So Witch Doctor might be seeing a lot of picks too. And my fanboy Pudge, I hope his hook has buffed a bit, but yeah, maybe he will get picked a lot more as well. So I think the TP change in terms of making counter ganking a lot harder, plus the ganking heroes getting more buffs, you'll see more ganking lineups. But not just, it doesn't end there. IceFrog also want to shift the metagame to more pushing. If you think about the pushing, the TP scroll change, and my little story about me getting a sandwich, it takes that long to TP in. So if someone is trying to go for the first tower, and if your team isn't there in time, they could easily push down the tower, because 5 or 6 seconds a lot of time for one team just to rail on the tower. So especially with a lot of heroes having a lot of spells effective on towers, such as Leshrac, Solar Bearer, Death Prophet, things like that. So it makes tower defense a lot harder and a lot more riskier. Before, you could have 5 people TPing in at the same time, and that was just an intimidating thing, and it makes the the attacking team just run back. But now that 5 people TPing in means that free kill in 3 seconds, free kill in 5 seconds, free kill in 6 seconds, like that. So it makes tower defense a lot harder. The defending team has to be more strategic about positioning. Maybe they have this TP in with BOT on a creep. Maybe they have TP into the second tower and run up to the first tower line. So it makes defending a lot harder. And also with that, IceFrog has buffed a lot of pushing heroes. As I mentioned earlier, Leshrac getting speed boost, Death Prophet getting speed boost, Lina getting some sort of a speed boost. So all these pushing heroes getting very speed boost, make them push a lot easier, maybe make them stay alive a lot easier. Pugna getting some sort of a buff, and my fanboy hero as well, THD Twin Head Dragon, getting some of a big buff. Hopefully we'll see more of THD playing as a support, babysitting role. So THD, really cool hero, getting a buff as well. So IceFrog changing the TP scroll, I think would definitely change the Dota metagame in 6.65 now. So it will definitely make ganking a lot easier, pushing a lot easier. And hopefully we'll see less 60-minute games and more 40-minute games. And also, if you notice that IceFrog has nerfed carry heroes by a lot. Razor getting a huge nerf, Sniper, Dusa getting somewhat of a a nerf, Spectre, his dispersion, his best skill, getting railed. So you would probably see less Asian 40-minute AFK farm. Also, on that note, Vanguard and Blade Mail both getting nerfed. Vanguard usually, the Asian teams like to get them on things like Razor and Sniper and Dusa. Now getting a Vanguard, it isn't as effective, so I'm probably not seeing more teams getting it. Blade Mail getting a huge nerf. Duration got down, cooldown got down. So I guess again metagame shift in terms of carry versus carry. Now it's more of a gank versus push. Hopefully it'll make for more interesting games. And also right now, if you get Raxed, that means that the creeps that they give you, the experience points, give absolutely nothing, less than before, and gold give even less. So if you before, when you get 1 Rax down or 2 Rax down, it doesn't mean that you're out of game. Now it's very, very resource intensive. Even when you have a farmer on that lane, that farmer is gonna get no gold. He's gonna get like 15 gold per creep and no EXP. So that's kind of IceFrog really saying that I want to see more pushes, I want to see more ganking. So I'm not sure if the community like that. I personally like it because it makes for more intense game for you guys to watch, makes for games a lot more fun for me to commentate. But still, the strategic pushes in 6.64 was a kind of eye candy for me as well. So I'm kind of torn between whether I like it or not. But yeah, that's the huge change of TP scroll in terms of the shifting of the metagame. But of other changes that there are quite normal changes in terms of Imba heroes getting nerfed. You see Darkseer, his Imba vacuum getting nerfed. I still think it's the range reduced, but it's still quite I'm really looking to Darkseer getting a blink dagger now, where you're blinking and then initiate. Vacuum is still so Imba. I'm surprised that was the only nerf on him. I'm gonna think that IceFrog is gonna nerf him even further. Pandas, Fire Panda, getting nerfed, not a surprise there. Panda's been perma banned or perma picked, but hopefully he will see that Panda now is less picked, or maybe more of a situational pick. I still think Panda's a really strong hero, like Darkseer, so maybe he's still gonna be on the perma ban list. But yeah, other than that, the item list, I'm really really enjoying that the change to 4-staff. As most of you know that I'm a 4-staff fanboy, and now its range has been buffed to 600. Woohoo! 4-staff has been getting picking up by a lot of Sand Kings, a lot of pucks. It just makes those two heroes unkillable. I mean, if you have Sandstorm, Burrow Strike, 4-staff, Blink Dagger, and you know, some HP, you're not gonna die. It's really fun to escape, like, you know, like a 5-man gank with just a Sand King alone. It's really fun.